Underway. They'll get this out wide. It's Nelson with it. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A huge play there right off the bat. 49 yards.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10. So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, Winston. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Khalil Mack, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Working out of the gun, Winston. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
Wait.
Off the play fake, Winston. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Mostert. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
The tackle by Morgan.
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive.
For the extra point.
Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things could be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And that is incomplete.
Ryan's pass.
Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jacobs now. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brought down at the 39-yard.
For the Texans here, you wonder just how long it's going to take to get over the loss to the Chiefs in the postseason last year in the divisional round. And the Texans had a 24-0 lead on the road. Normally, you'd consider that.
It's caught at the 10. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory.
First and goal, Houston.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again. 1st and goal. Running is Jacobs. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
One more time with Jacobs. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
They went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Houston.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are an extra point away from the ball game. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28.
Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And finally down at the 41-yard line.
That's good.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Here's Winston completing a quick throw out wide. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
For a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
7-7, our score after one.
Score tied 7-7.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 22, Winston completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
Here's Mostert, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Raheem Mostert, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Not a bad start for him. 2 drives for the offense, 2 rushing TDs.
Almost like he's in the percussion section in the band, isn't it? Got a little oomph, right? Got a little crash, got a little bang. He's got it all as he gets to the end zone. 2nd rushing touchdown, as you noted, on 2 drives. He's off to a terrific start.
Okay, you ready? Wait for it.
Stephen Hauschka set to kick off.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And no return on this one as the and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
4-yard line.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
3rd down.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
A first down throw for Winston. And Winston lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long.
Mike scored two. Mike scored two. Yeah, QB's trash. Let's go.
Jameis to throw it. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Chandler Jones able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Forced out to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Raheem Mostert on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Rashad Penny on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
10 yards on the pickup.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First
line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
First and 10.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up second.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Winston. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
42's the mic, boys. 42. 42's the mic. Come on.
To throw is Winston. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. This is taken around the 12. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime.
Stephen Hauschka set to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
This is Mostert. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. 51 for 30. Hey, let's go. It's just me and you.
Winston lets it go for Nelson. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. J.J. Nelson, 71 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21. Bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Brandon Williams. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
51. Come off the ball. Easy. Hey,
Here's Mostert. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Ball carrier.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Here we go.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Mostert hit, and he drops the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home, the next guy comes through.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
41. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Houston.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
10 at the 40.
Now it's the backup Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And here we go on fourth. Darnold. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it up. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They begin with a quick throw out left. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Hey, stop. 42. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Play fake. Winston. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
That's a gain of 6.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
30-yard line.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
And the Texans 1st down.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. Catch is made by Harry. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs, and it'll bring up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And Adams has it complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll move the chains. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. 16 yards on that one and also a Texan 1st down.
1st down, Texans.
On 1st down, Darnold throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They run it with Jacobs. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 15.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Here's Jacobs, and this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a loss of 1.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
At the Chiefs' 4-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Darnold to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now this likely a must-have, third and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chiefs take over.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Mostert. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. So first and 10 now from the 30.
10 at the 30-yard line.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8. Now second and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11 at the Texans' 41-yard line.
On second down, it's Howard. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Play action now, Winston. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Where we go? Hey, Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Green, come with me. Let's go.
On play action, Winston. Caught by Nelson left side. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up
just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
It's going to be a long day. Ready?
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, here comes Mostert. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
You better be afraid of me. Big ass, big ass, big ass. Back, back, back. Joker, 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 joker.
They'll try it now with Mostert.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Check, Mike 42. I got one. Mike 42, Mike 42.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. Well, for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
It is just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it. And then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Chiefs, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for Houston, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time.